This is it. There's no telling what we'll find once we're inside. No. All of us have always been stationed at Euphoria. However, Samantha has been studying old logs and gathering descriptions from those who have, so she will serve as our guide. From this point on, you're in charge of this team. Give us our orders and we will carry them out. You may want to talk to the others for advice. When you're ready, let me know so we can go through the door. Take your time. Gather your best gear before we move on.
If you need any potions when we're inside, let me know. I brought several spare bottles just for you. They may not seem very effective, but yes, they will. It's what they've been trained to do all of their lives. They follow their orders without hesitation or protest. They unintentionally paved the way for the Ashen to find a place to call home, while fighting for a good cause.
I've studied the layout of Pazaroth for days. I'll know what's around every corner. Purity built it to safeguard their history 200 years ago. They abandoned it, we found it, and now they have it again. Our turn. The scouts reported they were on their way here a week ago. None of us have fought one yet, but they were used during Purity's battle with the Pinders in High Rock almost 100 years ago. We know they're tough to take down and have a range of destruction spells, and they're tall, very tall. No one in Serenity's Sirens has ever been allowed to enter the grotto, so I have no idea what you'll find up there.
Are you ready? Malene, open that door.
On it. This thing better not explode in my face.
I emptied out most of the powder when we found it. There's just enough in there to break the lock. Trust me.
It's set. Everyone stand back.
Holy! There goes our element supplies.
As if we ever had it. That also doubled as the signal for the other teams to attack.
This is it! Everyone go! Those blue crystals aren't natural. They're the work of a mage, like Vincentius. He's a high-ranking member of Project Purity, and master of conjuration. We believe he's the one who organized the attack. Don't know how, but the intel we're getting about him is coming from the top, not the scouts. They're as hard as metal. It would take hours for us to cut through just one. We'll need to go around so we can regroup with the other teams. Yes? Holding positions.
You see those handballs?
Yeah, they sure are something to see.
Yes? Following. We'll need to have someone go into the reservoir and activate the master override to lower all the gates. I brought several water-breathing potions. Which one of us should go? Understood. Here, take these 2 potions of water-breathing. It's very easy to get lost in the reservoir. Use them only when you need them most. As soon as you lower the gates, we'll regroup with the other teams.
Never should have...
What was that?
Oh God, they got Kalisa. They got her. I don't know. She was right behind me. Where? Where are we going? From Serenity? But they closed off the grotto. We aren't allowed. Okay.
Now's your chance. Protect Kasha and get to the upper floors. The rest of us will fight off any additional reinforcements.
Never should have come here.
そこをどいて。
You failed, Vincentius. I told you she wouldn't be easy to kill.
No matter. Her death will come as soon as she has fulfilled her destiny. Then nothing, not even the prophecies of the Elder Scrolls, will be able to save her. We will kill her.
And you'll be doing it without my heroes.
Consider our actions retribution for your incompetence at Jonestead.
I wasn't aware she was more than just a guardian that Marcus hired.
But you did when you met her outside Snowvale Sanctum. Your admiration for this woman has proven you to be an incapable leader. Thus I am denied your request to transport a cargo from the island to Innocence.
So you deny the one thing that can defend your home and defeat the Sirens? How does that make you any better than I?
Simple. We actually have a plan. Our alchemists have made a breakthrough in our project. It's only a matter of time before we reveal it to you. And when we do, you'll be given the opportunity to use it.
And if I don't want any part in your plan, what happens?
Then your request stays denied.
Fine, but it better be good.
Believe me, Commander, it will be. Now, shouldn't you be fighting alongside your warriors?
What warriors? They're all dead. I'm leaving.
What? But you can't. She's on her way up here.
I have no stake here. Your purity assassins mean nothing to me. Enjoy yourself, Vincentius.
Cowardly piece of filth! You too! Guard the door! It's her! Man, attack!
どうしたらいいの？
We can't let them get away.
Look around you. What do you see? The victims of a cause gone too far, or the sacrifices that the world demands.
How can you do this? You're a monster.
I wasn't talking to you. Tell me, Commander. Make me understand your point of view. What do you want? Wrong? In what way? Are you still under the impression that we're responsible for nearly 200 years of suffering of this poor girl's family? Things have changed. A gap of lost history and information lies between the Oblivion crisis and the present. You have no idea what we have gone through to be here today. You bring that up for good reason. It seems like another attack on the Pinder family, but it is so much more. We're done with the master plan of slowly prodding the beast until it bites back. That was done decades ago. Marcus' death was a statement, the first of many. Brutality against who? The Sirens or... Disgusting to look at, yes. But their bodies had to be burned to ensure that they can't be used for more nefarious purposes. They wouldn't have suffered as long as they surrendered. Unfortunately, none of them did. We had no choice. Consider it mercy killings, if you will. This is war. They fight for the enemy, they die. There is no easier way around the issue. To turn them against their mistress is something that would require time. And time is a dying commodity. Not anymore. I'm sorry, child. You are among the Sirens now. Like them, it's too late for you. She could have died in peace with us, Commander. There was no need to drag her into war. Asked in ignorance, the two of you so foolish to get involved in something that has escalated past a rivalry between two clans. This war is no longer about the Penders. Capturing Bazarov was our moment of glory and a symbolic moment of defiance. There is something poetic about returning to the home where we first tasted defeat. And we know that to truly touch Matari's mind, you must be poetic with your victories. Notice, every single Purity member that you killed on your way here knew that this would be their grave. We knew that there was no way we could possibly hold on to this fort for so long. What we believed could be achieved here was to kill as many Sirens as possible, until you appeared in the wall. So, how many Sirens died today? Strange and convenient. When faced against incredible odds, only one person dies. And did she happen to bear any signs of skepticism towards the Sirens? She weaves a tapestry of illusion around you. Every Siren is essential to this mission because you are present. All except one that no matter how hard you tried, you could not say. You don't need to ask me that. You know the answer yourself. They fight because they know we're right, and you're wrong. The truth? Can you? Who do you think you are? A scholar? A priest? A king? A warrior? A god? All men and women of all walks of life have tried to understand the truth. Glimpsing into the fold of an Elder Scroll pales in comparison to what we know. To know the truth is to lose yourself to the void. Your mind would not survive. You are beyond help. You're stuck in this narrow belief. You think that what you're fighting, this Matari, can be won by physical strength or verbal threats. Words cannot sway her. Knowledge will not scare her. Only defiance. That is what we're doing. Freeing the world. To truly cleanse it, you must start from the beginning. Everything and everyone must die. That is the only way we can win. No, this is fighting. Once we're all dead, there is still hope that life will return. Except she won't. To die free is far better than to be playthings for sick and maniacal purposes. At least that way, the beast can die. There is no reason to live if you can't find bliss. And for her, bliss is the only reason she can exist. The plan is simple. There is no grandiose device that will mark the end of all living beings on Earth. It will be unleashed quietly and without warning. The nature of the weapon is quite contrary to the enemy we're facing, beyond mortal comprehension. Of course, I won't tell you what it is, because that would be absurd on my part. It's our only hope after all. There is no easy answer. Men have tried to understand since the beginning. All have gone either insane or believe themselves to be gods. What's the difference? The being that chose to attack us rather than guide us out of madness. You have learned more from me than you can from her. She chooses who she speaks to. She hasn't said a word to me. A sign that she is still as emotional as the rest of her clan. She has learned nothing in the time she has spent in solitude. If you want to sift through a disregard for lesser beings, be my guest. It's obvious one of her kind has already spoken to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stopped to ask me questions about Matari. I die. You won the battle today by your presence alone. A shame, since Bezeroth could have been the site of 2 major defeats for the Sirens. Instead, it was a victory won by a pitiful, dull display of swords and shields. Don't you grow tired of it? The killing? Then let us be the ones to do it. We will be the last. There is no point in fighting. You've already won. Then I'll be taken prisoner by the Sirens and killed without honor. Do it. I need to die with honor. I understand now. You still have humility. Just don't be too hard on yourself, child. At the end of the day, we can't all be heroes.
There she is, Serenity.
He had my sword. That Argonian had my sword. You just missed him. He climbed the scaffolds and jumped. Know him? That's me. And what's your name? So do I. Pull up a rock and sit down because we need to talk. You and the Purity Man weren't friends. You might be someone I can trust. Or you might not. Let's find out. Why don't you start from the beginning and tell me who you are and what you're doing? Oh, well, things have changed so much. It's not good. 103 years since I was abandoned here. Until today, I haven't spoken to anyone. Strange people have come and gone through this grotto for the past decade. I hear what they say, but without context. I never understood until now. It's all coming together. The missing chapter has been found, and Matari is the writer. I make no promises, but before we get to that point, you must be given a history lesson. 200 years ago, I destroyed the Hist tree planted at this very spot. That you already know. What you don't know is that the Pinder family became the target of retribution for my act of aggression. At the time, we thought it was a case of mistaken associations. The Pinder twins that were poisoned by Purity's Aerosap served as housemates for the champion of Cyrodiil. If it weren't for them, the champion would have never discovered the existence of Project Purity or my people. The champion was instrumental in allowing me to destroy the Tree of Temptation. Yes, we fought side by side in this grotto until I had to make my sacrifice to destroy the tree. We parted too soon. If only she were still around so you could see her in battle. Her prowess was enough to move even an orc to tears. Anyway, all was quiet for almost 4 decades. For my sacrifice, my soul merged with my creator's. Everything she saw, I saw. I was alive and I could see events unfold and spiral into chaos. When Purity began attacking the Pinder family, we thought it was due to the fog of war caused by the champion's interference many years before. If only it was so simple.
So this all started because of you. If you hadn't destroyed the Hist tree, my family wouldn't have gotten involved in this war.
I'm so sorry. The tree was an evil abomination. It had to be destroyed. The Pinders were simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. If they hadn't found the champion in time, things would have become very, very unpleasant on Nirn. Through their suffering, they gave your world hope. So we honored them. As the Shadow War dragged on between Purity and the Pinders, we provided a select few with shelter and training. The family came to call my people holy matrons, for we had become their mothers. Despite all the losses the Pinder family endured, they survived. We watched with sorrow and pride. Like any mother, we wanted to constantly protect them, but we couldn't. We are creatures that are shunned in your world, and for good reason. We walk a fine line between love and lust. Our existence must be kept secret to all but the chosen. Things went smoothly for 100 years. Then something happened that no one could have predicted. Our connection to the Pinders and to the world was severed. For 2 years the world was dark. My soul was expunged from my spiritual mother, the goddess. My soul flung back here as a grand insult by fate. The shrine that the matrons were building for me had been abandoned. I feared the worst. For 100 years I thought they were all dead. Until finally, today you tell me that they might still live. An observer came to you, a holy matron. I don't know, I'd been out of the loop for a century. Change in leadership, maybe? Or maybe that's part of their intricate plan? I can assure you that they're still friends. The observer you spoke to is someone I know. There's only one woman in the Legion that doesn't spread her legs open at the sight of a charming lady. You don't contact them, they contact you. After skies divide, she said. Maybe they'll speak to you again if you survive. As for me, I would have done it years ago if I could. I'm stuck here and I'm lonely. Yes, but everything you're telling me has a common element that only I can recognize. I don't need to know Serenity Sirens to say that I don't consider their name flattering. They're using it as a front. I saw strange women walk into the grotto 10 years ago. 4 Ashen, 1 Redguard. It would have been so easy to speak to them, but I didn't need to. I knew each and every single one of them. New people, but part of the same exclusive club as the previous 5. They crave pleasure just like the holy matrons, only they follow a very different philosophy from a different mother. Matari. That's a name I've never heard before until today. A name's a name. You can change it whenever you start a new game, but you're still the same person. I make no assumptions.
But you do know her.
To know someone and to know of someone are 2 different things. My people's history is a long and troubled one. You can say it was shaped by what we're calling Matari.
Your people fought Matari?
Long ago. We failed because we thought she could be beaten into submission. My sword was used against her. It worked temporarily. She came back. You see, you can't win against Matari through physical means. It's a mental battle. Your dreams are just the beginning. You've yet to experience even her weakest methods of manipulation.
Can she be stopped?
No.
There has to be a way.
Oh, I was afraid of this. No one wants to be told they're going to die the next day. As major as it gets. It's a difficult concept to explain, that nothingness. Hard to comprehend. It would make my head hurt if I still had one. But that's what will happen when she wins. Everything will cease to exist except for her. But it must happen when she chooses for it to happen. Otherwise she wouldn't survive. Which brings me to Purity's plan. What do you think of it? Good idea? To kill everyone before she can? Good luck. Purity has been reborn, but they're just as cryptic. There is another plan. You could do what my people have been doing for thousands of years. You can just let things unfold and enjoy yourself. Live life how you want it to be lived. Oh, it will take you places if you choose to keep going. I wouldn't blame you if you decide to turn back, but remember, there is always a point of no return. At last, there's this new plan proposed by the Observer. As I said, I make no assumptions, so I will only tell you this. There will be sacrifices. That is a guarantee. Your goal will be to inspire fear. You'll fight a battle of the minds with the Grand Manipulator herself. She will tempt you, and you will lose your sanity. And you will fail. But when you've nothing else to lose... well, you'll know what to do. It's different for everyone that's tried. The Purity Fellow said it better than I could. You will not understand. You need to see things for yourself. It will not help you. It's meant to help the future. Matari's plan is as old as her mind. We don't understand the full scope, but we know that it relies heavily on manipulation. If you manage to reject her, she may become insecure. Any changes now to her plan would have been done in maddened haste. The end draws near. Soon her plan will have to go into full motion. Neither Purity's or the Observer's plan are guaranteed to work. That's why I still say you should just take it easy like I've been doing and live. We only know the beginning and end, build alliances and oversee the end of the world. She has her alliances. Those are the sirens. We don't know how many pieces lie in between. Maybe those are the only two. If that's the case, then you may have already failed. Unless you're planning on living for another few hundred years, you only have the rest of your life. Or maybe she's getting impatient and has accelerated her plan. Maybe you have only a day. The key is to disrupt her as early as possible while you still have the chance. I swear to you, this is something that none of us have the answer to. Only Matari knows. She's looking for something, and she's destined to find it. When she does, she won't need the world any longer to survive. Interesting, isn't it? An account told from the point of view of Dasan, but not written by him. This is but a taste of what Matari has planned for you. Dasan, despite his imposing demeanor, was easily swayed by half-truths. You are not that kind of person. Matari will unleash her full potential to make you hers. Two different ways. She either makes you a mindless servant with no free will, or she breaks you. She prefers the latter. Her wants are yours. When she implants an idea into her followers, they will believe it. Like what? If you want to kill him, then kill him. The Observer knows best, but if you think you can take on Project Purity all by yourself, then by all means. You two are what holds this war in balance. Bosca dies, the heroes will fall, and there will be nothing left to stop Matari. There will be a moment when you must ask yourself whether you're strong or desperate enough to kill your own kind to stop Matari. Purity has crossed that line. They said yes to both. Don't worry. You will see the choices in your hands. No one is ever ready. Why don't you tell me? You got it! That's exactly who she is. Clap, clap! I've told you all you should know and what you need to know to prepare yourself. The game has begun. You versus Matari. It's funny. Normally the player doesn't learn the opponent's true nature until the end, but this is no ordinary game. You can't expect to win by playing by the rules. Cheat and prosper. That's the only way. Now you know what you must do, right? Exactly. Play her game and then defy her when you're at your lowest. You'll know when. Listen, I'd love for you to stay and chat, but it looks like we've attracted an audience.
Hey, call them up.
May I remind you that our people are still at war?
Don't worry about them. You two go up to the scaffolds and jump. I have prize I've been waiting to show off. Explosives, courtesy of the Golden Maidens. Rigged until I disarmed them with my mind.
Wait, what will happen to you?
Why don't we find out? Come on, Purity, remember me?
We need you to tell the other sirens what you know.
It's too late for them.
What? Wait, tell us. What is Sky's Divide?
It all comes to an end. Now go, get out of here.
Jump!
Very dangerous to jump into shallow waters.
We owe Serenity for the soft landing.
The being of love and peace. Was she really? It's over. Hazarath is ours again. Our only casualty was Kalissa. Kasha tells me you spoke to Serenity. What did she say? It's disturbing, and a lot to take in. But we need more information. There are still many questions Serenity couldn't answer. A lot has happened in the past 100 years. There's no point in hiding my feelings anymore. You know that I don't trust Matari. I trust in you and Kasha. We need to work together to stop her, but we'll need to keep it as quiet as possible. I'm glad you believe in me. I'm going to request a transfer to Pazarath for me and the rest of the team. If I'm going to help you, I want to be as far away from Atari as possible. I'll try to dig up any clues about Trisha's whereabouts in the meantime. You need to keep fighting. Serenity gave you 3 plans, but only one of them could save the world. We either let Purity win, or we do something to stop them. And Matari. Serenity is wrong. There is still hope. You two need to get back to the palace. I'll take you back to the mainland and bring the boat back here. And ma'am, please take care of yourself. The world needs you.
What if she's right? Serenity, what if we shouldn't get involved with this any further? We might be making matters worse if we try to stop Matari. I'm glad you're not rushing into this. We're dealing with something big. Or that's what we're being told anyway. When we first got involved with Serenity's sirens, did you think it would get this complicated? Now we're learning this war goes beyond my family. And if we're to believe Serenity, Purity and the sirens are bad. Maybe Serenity and Purity are both wrong? Maybe the entire world isn't really threatened. They might just be...
とりあえず
maybe...
おしまいにしましょう。
Serenity said that the most we'll achieve is scaring Matari, and even that is uncertain. So no matter what we do, we'll never know if we succeed. I don't like any of Serenity's plans. There has to be something more we can do. We need to head back to the palace.